Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Flame G casting match from Titan Arena 4 this past Thursday. This game is between Zeveron and the Goon Squad. I believe on Monday and Tuesday in the Hero Site tournament, Goon Squad was able to defeat Zeveron, so this is kind of a grudge match. So we'll look to see how these teams go. On the left side we have Faye on Abathur, Equinox on Kerrigan, Fury on Muradin, Cathanlok on Jaina, and Mad Timmy on Malfurion. So it looks like they have the Abathur Kerrigan combo, looking to go heavy with the melee. Equinox's Kerrigan is pretty well known, so combine that with Muradin stuns, this should be pretty scary. The other side out of Goon Squad, we have Hosty on Tassadar, Get Up on Rhaegar, Goat on Zagara, Sylvanas, or Goku on Sylvanas, and Boss Floss on Johanna. Now this has two specialists, Sylvanas and Zagara, with very heavy push, as well as Tassadar, who can defend well. So as you can see, they have 4 up top right now, and it looks like they're looking to really push out these lanes and hopefully get some towers for an experience lead going into this first Immortal fight. In the bottom is just Mad Timmy and Hosty, support versus support, nothing too impactful. And the talents look to be pretty standard. Looks like Muradin's going for Reverberation on his W build, so I would expect to see the double hit at 4. Equinox, or Johanna, Unstoppable is the Equinox combo, so nothing goes through. Muradin's able to jump out, so nothing happening so far. Spirit Walker's Grace looks to be the go-to talent for Rhaegar nowadays. Tassadar going Psi Infusion for his mana regen of choice. And then Zagara with Reconstitution, so she's going to look to stay healthy, which makes sense because these Immortal fights can go very, very long, and she will probably need to and use that to stay alive. Fury and Equinox possibly Party Bush, but all of Goon Squad seems to kind of expect it, and they're playing safe up towards the top of the lane. Immortals have spawned. Looks like Zeveron is going to be the first ones to mount up. Seem to be waiting around the Immortal, not willing to aggress onto it yet. Back pinging. Oh, and Goat goes down up in the lane. So Zeveron has a numbers advantage. Jaina, Abathur Shield was able to get her out. So let's see if Zeveron tries to go on the offensive now. Not yet. Maybe looking for one more opportunity to take somebody out. They were all kind of low from that skirmish, so nothing really happened. Zagara's about back, and Mad Timmy and Hosty have not left the bottom lane yet, so nothing happening there. Both teams really trying to make sure they can maintain their soak with Abathur in the top lane. Johanna possibly going up to soak that more. I'm just kind of dancing around, not really willing to engage without a clear advantage. It seems to be the case here, is these stuns around these Immortals are so there's so many of them, and they hurt hard and they last forever, so I can understand the caution. Looks like Goon Squad finally decides to put a little bit of damage on. Zeveron returned to some of their own. Immortal healths are almost even, separated by about 75. I did my math wrong there. They're a couple hundred, but and again, Abathur has to retreat back because they're going and soaking in lane. Neither of these teams really willing to commit too hard right now. Level 4 has been achieved, and Venom is still the pickup on Sylvanas, it appears. Laws of Hope. Everything seems pretty standard. Focused attack on Kerrigan. A talent that picked up a lot of use with Zeratul lately, and Sylvanas goes down with the Kerrigan-Jaina combo. But looking for a lot of burst out of Kerrigan with that focused attack. Just upfront damage, and then the Snowstorm, so that Jaina can be more accurate. Looks like the 50-50 fight has started, with Goon Squad taking Zeveron's down to half, and Zeveron doing maybe a quarter of Goon Squad's. They are up 2 kills and a little bit of experience, but as far as the objectives going, Goon Squad's ahead. These have spawned very dangerous positions on the opposite side for each team. They're still just maintaining all their soak. It's different than my quick match games where everyone just seems to rush to the Immortals and fight until someone dies, or everyone dies. Another jump onto Zagara, all that CC has got to be very hard to get out of, especially with Zagara with no mobility. Just a little bit of speed from her creep, but that's it. Zeveron has hit level 7 ahead. Muradin getting that piercing bolt. Battle momentum on Kerrigan. Frostbitten, Enduring Growth on Malfurion. He has a fair amount of choices at 7, but he chooses for the sustain, which makes quite a bit of sense. Rhaegar did go for Feral Heart and not the stealth talent. So, again, all about sustain in the middle here. Sylvanas picking up Remorseless. Unstable Poison was kind of nerfed, and some Sylvanas have been going with Shade Form, but it looks like an option right now is, or for Goku, is that, you know, version of Follow Through. Scar with the Endless Creep for even more vision and sustain. Ooh, lots of damage going on to Johanna, but her Unstoppable gets her out of the combo. See, no one's really hard committing. There's a lot of creep over on the right side here from Goon Squad, but nothing really happening. Johanna did get Sins exposed, so there's extra damage coming out of her for the team, and then the extra Remorseless damage from Sylvanas, so there could be actually a lot of unexpected damage from this team that Zeveron was not used to. And the Cleanse coming out for Rhaegar, which makes sense. I would definitely take Cleanse with a Kerrigan on the enemy team. And there isn't a whole lot for Malfurion to cleanse, which would be why he probably chose the Enduring Growth. And it looks like Zeveron just kind of cedes the Immortal phase. Goon Squad was able to just kind of get free damage, but Zeveron does have about half a level lead. Maybe they were hoping to delay this until 10, but Goon Squad didn't wait quite that long. Let's see. Looks like Muradin is going down to soak. He can't really defend all that well anyways with his short range. Jaina getting some good damage off. The roots just barely not enough. Cleanse coming out from Rhaegar. Zagara is able to escape free. But this does kind of stem the aggression, and Zeveron's left to, you know, be able to get some free damage onto the Immortal for now. Fort's going down to about half health with Sylvanas, his passive, helping it out quite a bit. Is keeping the Fort from attacking it. Immortal goes down, Zeveron hits 10, the stun onto Rhaegar, and it's enough. Rhaegar's down, there's not level 10, so there was no Ancestral. They're continuing to body block Johanna in. That's 2 kills for Zeveron. But Abathur was killed, I think, by Hosty in the bottom lane, so that was unexpected. With this advantage that Zeveron just created, it looks like they're just looking to get some Merc camps. Goon Squad thought they might be, but Zagara's a little bit late. But she will be able to kill them off, so they might not get too much use. Looks like Jaina and Tassadar are going back to the bottom lane. I don't know if Faye was trying to soak in the bot. I wasn't watching the map, so I don't know if she might have been in the middle of the lane. Goon Squad's collapsing, trying to get these mercs that they knew Zeveron was going for. Looks like they're just going to give him over peacefully. They do have 4 ults down on the side of Zeveron, so the fight could be pretty easily lost at that point, with only the Evolved Monstrosity that Faye picked up. So they will remain with only 4 people in the team fights, but she has gone a full symbiote build with Pressurized Glands, Adrenal Overload, Needle Spine, so that makes sense. You want to maximize the amount of time you're in your symbiote. Goon Squad might get this forward. Zeveron's nowhere near to defend. They're trying to pressure their own, but Tassadar's defense is too strong, and it looks like Goon Squad will take the fort. So now they have a very nice structured advantage, and the experience is about tied up. Mortal phase begins in 4 seconds. We'll see if Zeveron wants to fight these a little bit more. Kerrigan did go for the Maelstrom, Jaina the Standard Water Elemental, Avatar and Muradin, and Tranquility for Malfurion. So the only strange one on Zeveron was Evolved Monstrosity. Over on Goon Squad side, we have the Maw, Blessed Shield, Wailing Arrow, Ancestral, and Archon, which are, again, fairly standard. Which kind of posturing right now. Zeveron electing to defend instead of trying to aggress, hoping to add all of their stuns to the stuns of the boss. But so far, nothing. Equinox is a little far up, so they didn't want to engage right then without their Kerrigan. They've kind of built a lot of this around. And maybe now they're heading down. They see Tassadar bottoms. This might be a good time. Oh, he's quickly up there. Abathur is up top in lane, trying to get some experience that way. But Zeveron just looking to manually push, and it is enough to get Goon Squad to go on the offensive, but Equinox's combo misses. Tassadar's Vision Fury's taking quite a few hits, and Equinox. The Maw goes down. Johanna's isolated from her team, but Kerrigan's super low. The silence is not enough. Ancestral is too late. Damage comes out. The Tranquility is keeping them all really healthy. Goku goes down on Sylvanas. So far, a 2 for 0 in favor of Zeveron. Muradin's chasing after Tassadar. Might get him, actually, with that Abathur hat. No. He escapes safely. It's like nothing else. No other kills have gone down. Zeveron is now attacking here. Well, they get some stuns, and Zagara goes down too. This is huge. And they're continuing to chase Rhaegar. I don't know if they can make it, though. They're just going to back off and probably try and burn this Immortal as quickly as they can. Most of Goon Squad has revived, except for that Zagara. We'll see if they try and contest here. It's about to go down to the 50-50 fight. Equinox back gets interrupted by Johanna. So everyone looks to take this time to regain some of their mana, so they can come back into the fight even. Archon's down. Blessed Shield is up. That's the only heroic available at this point. Neither team's... Looks like Goon Squad's going for Mercs. They don't see Zeveron, so they don't know that they backed. And Zeveron is all now returned. The Tassadar Oracle revealing some of them and keeping him safe. Malfurion did go for the Ice Block. There isn't a whole lot of burst damage on the side of Goon Squad, but he could at least block a Wailing Arrow, which hurts him quite a bit. Tassadar gets stunned. Equinox combo goes onto him. The Cleanse comes out as well as the Dimensional Warp. I'm not sure both of those were necessary. They jump onto Boss Falls on Johanna, but she's very tanky. Malfurion gets Mod. The Ancestral is good. Jaina's damage goes down. Tranquility's up, and no one's dying yet. Look, Sylvanas is low. Rhaegar's down. Yet again, the Equinox combo misses. Tassadar's down, 3 for 0. Another fantastic team fight from Zeveron, just able to isolate those who they needed to. Top lane is pushing with Mercs, but Zeveron's more concerned with downing this Immortal. That fort is going to go down. Abathur's kind of in danger just from mercenary pressure. These Fallen Shaman actually do push very hard. They can drain the ammo very quickly. Zagara wanted to take the mercenary camp, but the spawn of the Immortal stopped it. It looks like Cathan Luck on Jaina will clear out this wave with ease, so they don't have to worry about it anymore. Zeveron was able to start this one, so they will have top pressure from the mercenaries while their Immortal goes bot. Looks like they themselves want to push top. So, opting to split their focus. Immortal is still... The shields are now down, going down kind of quickly, but I don't see any reason why Zeveron can't take this top fort. This is the much safer route, it looks like. And, this fort almost goes down. As fast as that Immortal dying, it hits hard. So, Goon Squad's rotating up. Going the safe route through their base. Sylvanas is lagging behind though. You get a pull onto Johanna, but again, she's not the easiest target. So level 16 to 14 for Zeveron. So Kerrigan still goes for blood, and then Stone Form on Muradin. So he's going to be very, very difficult to kill. Abathur going for the Envenom spikes, so you get that AoE slow, especially on a Kerrigan, who's going to be in the middle of everything with a Maelstrom, is just going to provide so much control over the battlefield, as well as Malfurion's Tenacious Roots. Those could probably combo pretty well together with the slow and then the Tenacious Roots. Johanna going for Hold Your Ground for the increase of shield, and if it's Destroy, the cooldowns reduced, so she's really trying to sustain these stun combos very well, but I don't know how often these have been. Actually, they have gone on to Johanna a fair number of times, so I bet those have helped out quite a bit. Looks like Equinox wants to go in, but they're wary of the fort. They're just going to clear out the mercenaries. Abathur's monstrosity is pushing top lane, but Tassadar is there to deal with it. So I'll stay down here and see if any engages happen. Just trying to finish off this fort. Get the last couple hits. It's a lot of experience they can gain from that. 800. And now they're at almost essentially a 2-level lead. Goon Squad still doesn't have 16. Kerrigan goes in, and the cleanse comes out, and the haunting wave, so Sylvanas is safe. Zeveron not even worried about the Immortals at this point. They're just trying to push. They know they're ahead, and Goon Squad can't engage. Equinox takes a bit of damage, but gets out. Malfurion heal should heal her up nicely. And there's a continued push, trying to further that lead even more. Goon Squad does hit 16. The combo goes on to... She's stunned, and the Ancestral is not good. The Wailing Arrow and the Maw combine to take out some of Zeveron. Oh, Maelstrom's in. Nothing happens. Johanna's Unstoppable prevented her from getting comboed, and it missed Sylvanas. It looks like they're going to take this keep, though. There's going to be constant pressure in this bot lane from now on for the rest of the game, which will be huge. And now, while Goon Squad has to deal with this, and while their Zagara's down, Zeveron can go in and fight the Immortals. Looks like Sylvanas also took Blood for Blood. She has a talent, I don't remember the name of it, at 16, where she can go unstoppable for 3 seconds on a 60-second cooldown and get movement speed, which, it looks like it might have cost her right there. Ancestral goes down, she's safe, but she came very close to death. A Holy Renewal off of Johanna, which makes sense on a whole lot of auto-attackers for imposing presence to be of importance. Rhaegar with this full Q build after 10. And then Tassadar with the race car build with Prescience Dimensional Warp. Equinox's combo misses. Now he's kind of alone in the middle of the enemy team. He might fall. Yep, Equinox goes down. Chthon looks in a bad spot. Ice blocks to get out of it. Fury's trying to body block, slow them all down. Jaina falls. This is 2 for 0 in favor of Goon Squad. And it looks like they're going to try and burn this Immortal down as fast as they can. Fury's here to try and get them off of it, but he can't really do anything. Look, he's going in to try and finish off the... And they get it. Zeveron wins the Immortal phase, even though they lost the fight. Fury might pay for it. It looks like he will. He's going to die for this. But they get the Immortal, and it's 17 minutes in, so it's going to hit hard. Goon Squad only has 1 keep remaining, and the wall and one of the towers are gone, so it's going to be up to them to try and burn it quickly, but they'll have to back for mana. So it is going to be able to put a lot of damage onto their structures. And Zeveron's very, very close to level 20. And at that point, with bolts and with possible Storm Shield from Malfurion, he might also go bolt. A lot more mobility, a lot more sustainability, and they could even, they'll have a lot more control over these fights. Like Tassadar still trying to defend bottom lane from all those catapults. And the boss... Look how hard that hits, but that's not going to take the keep. Zeveron plays safe in the back. They're going to take Merc camps. Faye is behind their keep wall, so she's no longer trying to get out and soak experience. Looks like Goon Squad also going to get their mercenaries. Zeveron electing for these first, which I think makes a lot of sense. You can get the ones on your sides pretty safely whenever you want, especially now that you're 20. We have 2 bolts on Kerrigan and Jaina, rewind on Muradin, so a lot more control, especially with the Thunderstrike build. You can put a lot of hurt on the squishies. Hive Mind for 2 symbiotes on Abathur, and then Storm Shield from Malfurion for that burst healing, which he doesn't have much of. They can clear out these mercenaries in this wave very, very quickly with the combined might of 4 people and 2 symbiote targets. At this point, Goon Squad is really just... Oh, is Kerrigan not using the combo on Johanna with the Unstoppable over her head? Equinox knows that wasn't worth it. Looks like they want this keep, though. With the Khazra behind them, that's a lot of pressure. But Sylvanas and Johanna are able to finish them off. So not much minion pressure to back them up, but they do have the 20 advantage. Cathanlock gets pulled into by Johanna, the roots go down to save her, Wailing Arrow's in, but the teammate isn't. Murd is mod. The Tranquility is out, keeping them alive. Equinox, I think Tacit Prescience is the combo. Nothing happened so far, no one's dead. But Tranquility, oh, the shield from Johanna. Equinox and Cawthon are in a bad place, but Fury's in there to stop the wave. The combo goes down onto Johanna. She goes down. Essential's too late. Equinox is looking to finish off Goku, but he cannot get to him. Immortals have spawned, and Goon Squad is yet again down a hero. It was perfect timing for that fight for Zeveron. The keep is still standing. Now they have the numbers advantage for this Immortal phase. Mad Timmy going back to tap the well, looking very conveniently placed one in the middle right there. They've almost got up to half health now. Goon Squad's coming in on the side, but Fury lands the stun with Abathur. He hopes he's almost dead, but able to get out of there with his dimensional shift. Cathanlock trying to zone. Goat might be... Oh, the bolt comes out. Goon Squad has hit 20 with a bolt on Zagara. Indestructible on Johanna, so she will be almost impossible to take down. Sylvanas gets the Deafening Blast for twice as long if they're in the center of the thing for the silence, which is a big deal against all of this spell damage. Oh, Sylvanas is caught out, manages to escape. Johanna's lagging behind, she had to back, but everyone on Zeveron is low as well. Looks like they're retreating. Catapults are pushing the bot lane, but it looks like they haven't got anything onto the core yet. So because Zeveron retreated, Goon Squad has a chance to do a fair amount of damage to the enemy Immortal, but Zeveron looks to race it, and given the amount of health lead they have, they'll win that race. Fury misses his stun. Goon Squad looks like they've chased them off, but it's at such low health that Zeveron could very easily. Johanna misses the pull-in on Equinox, or at least can't catch up quickly enough. Without that 20% increase at 7, you're definitely not going to catch a mountain Kerrigan. Fury at the front line just trying to slow people. Battle of the tanks right now. And Goon Squad seems to have kind of control of the middle area. The Blessed Shields goes down. They're pulled in. A lot of damage going in. The Wailing Arrow silencing Malfurion, but he already has the Tranquility off. Fury's going to jump out of there. A lot of heroics are down. Tastar's pulled in. That's a 3-man Maw. That is huge, but they're all healthy inside of it. Goes in for the stun, but it only hits the unstoppable Johanna. Rhaegar's backing. Goon Squad backs off, and this is everyone's chance. They finish off the Immortal while their enemy's retreating. And Faye's already pushing this keep with her monstrosity. So it's probably going to go down with only a Johanna to try and defend it. And then after that, they'll have an Immortal just pushing the core, which could be devastating. The core's over 16%. Catapults have done a hefty amount of damage during all of that. Fury stuns Rhaegar, takes him down to low health. Storm Shield comes out. Malfurion's really, really low, and he falls. Malfurion is down. Equinox bolts behind enemy lines. Looks like he's just going for the core. It's at 11% right now. They're just trying to finish this game. Oh, Equinox falls. Keep is still up. Fury is low. He won't be able to make it out. Cathanlock on Jaina is the only one alive right now, but the core is so low, I don't know if Goon Squad can survive this. It still has some of its shielding. Jaina blows her full combo onto the core, and that is GG. Zeveron take this one, losing a couple of the fights in the late game, but they get the objectives, and that's what matters. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will try and complete the game 2 later.